So today's quite an important day for gay rights and gay marriage. Today is the report day for the vote on whether or not to put the gay marriage bill forward. The votes have come back and it is 400 for it to 175 against, although half Tory MPs were against it. But the bill has been voted forward and it's going through to a third reading tomorrow. And then if that goes well, it will go for its first reading in the House of Lords on Wednesday. Now personally, I am all for it. I do not see a problem with gay marriage whatsoever. As long as two people love each other, why shouldn't they be allowed to get married? I know some people are thinking, Matt, you're making another touchy video again. It's something I feel strongly on. However, some Tory MPs are saying, well, essentially what they're saying is if gays get married, straights get civil partnerships. Which I do not see the point in. I cannot see it. They're saying it'll create another inequality by not allowing straight people to have civil partnerships. But surely the whole point of this bill is for same-sex couples to have marriage rather than a civil partnership. In case you're not sure, civil partnerships do confer the same rights as marriage, but in some countries they are not recognised, whereas marriage is. So by allowing gay couples to have marriage and be able to get married in a church, let's say, it will be a huge step forward, I feel, for us as a society and as a race and as a people. There are countries that already allow this, such as the Netherlands. They are proud of having gay marriage, which is fantastic, because I don't see the problem with it. And I will put a link to a video in the thingamajig. There is a video by a BNP member. I cannot remember his name for the life of me. It's Jack something or other. It is a video and his arguments are debunked by, again, one of my favourite political YouTubers, Leighton Way. That will be a link in the bottom. Where essentially, Jack from the BNP says gays do have marriage. They have the right to marry someone else of the opposite sex, therefore they do have the right to marry. But he's missing the point by that, because a gay person doesn't want to marry someone of the opposite sex, because then that wouldn't be them marrying someone they love. Arguments like that kind of annoy me, because it's, oh, they already have marriage, what are you complaining about? But it's not marriage to the right person, the person they want to marry. And people saying by allowing same-sex couples to have marriage and straight people to not have civil partnerships is ridiculous. Because the whole point of marriage is to not have civil partnerships, is to encourage more marriage, because marriage is seen as better than a civil partnership, because civil partnerships, as again, are not recognised in some countries as being legal. And while we're on the subject of gay rights, I want to jump on to gay adoption as well. There is no problem with it. No study conducted into a preparation, is preparation a word? We're rolling with it. There is no preferable couple. If it's a man or a woman, it shows no better or no worse than two men or two women. That child will be raised in a loving family, and that, for me, is the main point. A child raised by a man and a woman, but it'll be a loveless family, is just, it's ridiculous to say that's better than having a gay couple raise a child. And people will say, I've had people say to me before, but that child will get bullied. That's ignorance. I know people who share my views and have been told that they are what is wrong with society. For people who have that view, I'm not pointing out to anyone in particular, I'm just, as a point to anyone who thinks that gays having rights is what's wrong with society. My generation and generations after me, we are becoming more liberal. Statistics from the most recent census show a lot more young people, 16 to 24-year-olds, are apolitical and or liberal. So in a few generations, Britain's going to be a lot more liberal. Gays are going to have more rights. They're going to be equal for a change. For people like that, you are on the wrong side of history. It's inevitable. You can try and stop it, but it won't work. It won't work. I'm sorry, but by maintaining a view that, I don't know, something like allowing gays to marry is change the definition of marriage, that's an archaic view. Marriage has been changed before. An example being when it was changed, I can't remember when, I will put a link to it in the description if I find it, where non-Anglican Christians were allowed to marry. Then the law of it was rewritten. If I come across quite vehement or antagonistic or aggressive in this video, I do apologise. I do not mean to, it's just something I feel strongly about. And as I said in the last video, I am not here to change your opinion. I am not here to try and tell you you're wrong or that I'm right. But to be fair, I wouldn't hold this opinion if I didn't think it was the right opinion. But I'm not looking to offend anybody or anything like that. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Hopefully my next lot of videos won't be as touchy or political or whatever you want to put it. So yeah, I will see you guys whenever I make something. Bye guys.